Aloha, YouTube. How are all you investors doing today? Hope you're having a great weekend. Today is it is Sunday, so NFL is in full swing. So I was watching the Saints and the Bucks see Tom Brady's preview with the Tampa Bay Bucks. It hasn't been good. He just threw a pick six. So, so I've been planning on doing a video yesterday or today, and so I'm going to do it now as this is the main game on Fox for the second half of the day. So not really interested right now as the Saints are kind of blowing out the Bucks. But welcome to my channel, especially all of you who are finding me for the first time. Welcome, subscribe, and everybody who has subscribed already, I want to give you a big mahalo. Thank you for following the channel, liking my videos, and subscribing to my channel as well too. It really supports and helps the channel out, and I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. So in this video, what I wanted to do, this is my M1 Finance for those of you who haven't seen my previous videos, and I have a Roth IRA with M1 Finance, and total with the two accounts that I have over $11,000 because I have $4,900 in my individual account and I have $6,300 in my Roth IRA. So if you want to see a breakdown of all my holdings from these two accounts, or even my growth account that I have with Robinhood, check out my videos for Robinhood last week. The last 2 or 3 weeks I've done quite a bit of trades on Robinhood just because the stock market had just been so volatile the last 3 weeks, and there were a couple companies that I added, some that I took away, and then some that I just added positions to. So check out if you want to see how my growth portfolio with Robinhood is doing. My individual account and my Roth IRA, I do buys pretty much every week. Yeah, I do. I make trades. There we go. Within M1 Finance every week because I have weekly contributions. So the $6,300 that you see here is not for this full fiscal year, for the contribution year for your Roth IRA. Looking at my funding history here in the app, you can see for 2019, over $1,900 is what I contributed, and then I'm just barely over $4,000 for this contribution year. So because my Roth IRA, I started September of last year, so it is a year old and 4 days. I wanted to get through a full fiscal year of actually meeting that contribution, because if you're not aware, Roth IRA gives you significant tax benefits, so that you're not taxed when you have to withdraw your account at that retirement age. So my personal opinion, especially if you don't have a 401k with your job, or you're not able to max out your 401k with your job, or maybe your job has removed contributions because of the situation that's going on right now with unemployment really high and other things, I would say get yourself an individual Roth IRA and start with a brokerage, your own personal brokerage. I personally like M1 Finance. I like the structure of all this. I like how organized it is. I like how I can follow and track everything. I can name these slices within my pie whatever I want. This pie is named Roth IRA. My other one is just there. I don't think I gave it a specific name. Let me see. No, it's just individual. So it's the name that it gave when I first opened it. So I'm really not that creative. So even my videos, for those of you who haven't been following my videos, I really don't do any editing. I think the most editing I'll do is I'll pause because I did a video on Public, that trading app. Someone in the comments wanted to see a review on that app, so I signed up. I got the free slice, and I just hit the pause button on the record until I entered all my personal information, and then I started the video back again, because even though I wish I was really creative, I don't think I really have the creative genes. So this is as far as it goes for me. So, but in this video, and links are in the description if you want to get free stocks with Webull or Doe Finance or Robinhood if you don't already have accounts with them, or maybe you're just looking to get more free stocks. That's why I signed up with Doe Finance, even though I do like the app. I have a video on them, and I do like some things that webull does as well too. So I do have 3 small positions in webull, and I signed up for the stocks, but then as I started to explore the apps, I was like, okay, well, this really isn't that bad. But I started with Robinhood at first. I made it my growth side, and then I started with M1 Finance, and so I feel heavily invested, and especially M1 Finance having over $11,000 in here. I feel way more invested with this brokerage to want to switch over to another one. Now, maybe later on down the road, I'll have to move, especially my individual account. I might have to move to another brokerage. I kind of have been researching that over the last couple months, but as of right now, I'm just staying with M1 Finance. So, but you can see my total return for my Roth IRA is good. I feel that is good for being in my first recession as an investor. The first recession as an adult that I was in was the Great Recession, 2007 to 2009. And, layoffs and all that type of stuff I went through with that happen. And eventually I found my way to Hawaii. So it's not been totally bad, even though it is way more expensive here in Hawaii. But I've been here for 10 years, so, might as well stick it out. It's very expensive to leave the state. It's expensive to live here, and it's expensive to leave. So, because shipping stuff to other places, we're so far away. So this video, I wanted to talk about my returns. You can see I clicked on here, return. The period time frame is all. I could do for the day, quarterly, yearly, monthly, weekly, but we're just going to do all time since I have had this for a year now. So as far as slice is concerned, technology, no surprise here. And I'm going to do 2 separate videos with these 2 different slices, because these 2 different slices have individual holdings in them. This slice here, my real estate investment trust, has individual holdings in it too, but I don't know. I mean, you can see that it's down significantly all time, and real estate was hit hard in this recession. So. And then the rest are these ETFs. So first, the technology slice. No surprise that as far as return is concerned, Apple leads the way, even though Apple's had a really, really tough 2 weeks. They're the first U.S. company of $2 trillion. They just made a statement of they just released an invitation for the 5G Apple phone that's coming out, and they'll have other new products coming out, probably another iPad, AirPods, Apple Watch, and then all the subscriptions as well too. So once you are invested in Apple, you are completely heavily invested in Apple. You log in, you buy through their store. So I don't personally have anything that's Mac or Apple, and I don't use their products. Most of my friends and family do. But I like them as a company. They were the first with a capacitive touchscreen when they first came out with the iPhone, and it was selling for $400. Now you can just put it on your cell phone bill. But before you had to cough up $400 just for a phone. And when I worked for AT&T, when I lived in Long Beach, California, in the sales department, they were aggressive with you pushing the iPhone and the BlackBerry, because it required data plans. They were heavy on us pushing those. So Apple number 1. I do have this ETF here. And then Microsoft number 2 for this slice as far as return is concerned. But Microsoft is no slouch either, and they really need no introduction as well. They kind of messed up the online gaming thing. Now Twitch with Amazon is running away with it. But everything else, if you buy a PC, you're getting Microsoft on it. And they've got the subscription plan for Microsoft Office, which a lot of businesses, offices, and maybe even some families use, schools use as well too. You go to the library, Microsoft Office on the PC. They have Indeed. There is a play for TikTok, which has been in the news. I personally think it would be good for Microsoft if they're able to pull it off. But they did struggle with the cell phone, and they have released a new cell phone that looks really, really cool. the Dual, and they do have the Surface tablets, which I think are really cool as well too. And I've been a PC person ever since I bought I bought a computer at one point that was 1999, I think, 1999. It was really, really old, floppy disk. But the Surface tablet, the NBA uses, not the NBA, the NFL uses Surface tablets. A lot of companies use Surface tablets. I really like it, but I went with a Chromebook personally myself. But I've always had laptops were always running Microsoft, so they've got that part locked down. And then their new Xbox coming out. My nephews, my brother-in-law, pretty much everybody I know has an Xbox. I'm a PlayStation person, of course, going against the grind again. So I will add more to these positions, especially Apple. I will be doing some buys after my weekly contribution goes through later on this week. Check out those videos if you want to see what it is. I haven't looked to see who has ex-dividend coming up because that's part of my strategy. If I don't have anybody coming up that's really appealing to me, I'm probably going to put my contribution into Apple. But stay tuned for that video. Continue to enjoy your weekend. Thanks for stopping by. Mahalo and aloha, everybody.